Welcome to Bonding Over Bourbon. I'm Chris.
And I'm Kat.
You know, we thought that winter was going to be the slow season for whiskey, but...
we were trying to keep our wallets dry.
And our palates wet. But apparently, our local liquor stores had a different opinion on that and did some rare and, kind of back-of-the-closet drops.
And great, deals throughout the month where we just literally could not say no.
Yeah, so we did try to start our month with mostly budget bottles so we could kind of recorrect from the last couple months. So let's get right into that.
All right, let's go. All right, first up is Common Law. We actually have
a pair of bottles for our first
a pair.
First reveal here. So these are both 1792 Barton distillates, Common Law and Stedman's. Common Law is one that we found at Jewel,
yeah.
It's about $35-ish for 1792 bonded. That's pretty decent price. But the Stedman's we got at Woodman's for $20,
which is a steal.
Yeah, so we put the two kind of against each other, and the Common Law is decent, but the Stedman's is a little bit better, and for $15-ish cheaper, it's honestly a really good deal.
Yeah, I would pick this one up all day. For the price and what it is, I would say it's on par with Costco's Select as well. I would say more, the Bottle and Bond. It's on par with that one. And that one is once a year, so we can get this more often.
Presumably.
I
guess we'll find out the next time we go to Woodman's.
Okay, next up, I'm going to bring out Old Forester 100 proof. Again, we buy this every month. It's great in cocktails. It's great as a sipper. It's great to start your night. It's great to end your night.
Yeah, absolutely. I do love the medicinal cherry flavor that it has.
Yeah, I do too. And then Old Granddad 114.
It's a staple.
We still find it.
Yeah.
Even though it's going out of stock.
Being discontinued.
It is discontinued.
It is delicious. It's a flavor bomb. It's really good value, honestly. We also recently tried the Old Granddad 16-year. And compared to this one, I mean, we'll take this one at of the week.
I was actually surprised by the Old Granddad 16 here. It was good compared to a lot of the reviews that I saw.
It just was like this, but with a touch more oak.
Yeah, a little more oakiness to it. So
I'll take the $30 bottle over the $170 bottle any day of the week.
It is a cool bottle, though. All right. Buffalo Trace. I don't think this is a pick. It's just their standard.
Just regular old Buffalo Trace.
It was sitting on the shelf, and when we're out of it, we grab it.
Yeah, so there are a lot of big drops in our neighborhood recently. I mean, we don't have a regular one anymore. I feel like we have so many store picks.
Yeah.
But we kind of need something to compare it to, so we figured, why not?
Let's go.
Yeah.
All right. Another deal of the month was still Austin.
Yeah, this one was on sale. I think it was $32, something like that.
And this is the Musician, just a standard
bourbon whiskey.
Yeah.
Just pretty damn good, honestly.
It is.
Still, Austin's become a staple on our shelf for quite some time, and I don't see that changing anytime soon.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah.
All right, onward and upward. We actually picked this up at the beginning of the month, and we did the very beginning of the month when we were at Ira's, the Racine location, for their raffle.
Yeah.
So the deal was if you bought a bottle, you would get a ticket into the raffle. And if you bought a store pick, you would get 2 tickets. So we ended up picking up a few things.
Yeah, we did. This one is honestly a sleeper hit. If you can tell, we haven't enjoyed it at all. We love sharing it with people. We love just telling people about it. Honestly, this is really, really good. It kind of reminds me of the Old Forester 19.
Yeah.
With the more kind of marshmallowy, kind of toasted barrel notes to it. But it's honestly really good value. I think we spent $40.
I think it was 40. Yeah.
Something like that. That actually just reminded me, we're forgetting one that already ended up on our shelf.
Oh.
Another one that we got from Ira's was Red Line.
I think this was actually last month. No, you're right. Sorry.
Yeah, we got it the same day.
I loved it so much. I mean, we already shared a bunch of this as well. This is so tasty. It is Red Line, and it's finished in Amaro cask, which is a aperitif. Yeah, correct?
Yeah.
DJ Steve?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And cute little label as well.
You know, it's funny.
Gator
I think you
sticker.
might actually be right. And we might have actually gotten this one last month.
Well, who was
Jeez.
right one time?
Wow. I'll take that as a win.
I think you're right. I think we got it this time. Anyways, let's keep going. I think we got this on the same day. Wheel Horse, and this is the
This is cigar.
cigar. No, we got this a different day.
Yeah, I can't remember where we got this one, but it's honestly very good. Wheel Horse makes some decent stuff. I mean, they're honestly just Green River distillate, but at 101 proof for a cigar blend for $30-ish,
Yeah.
like, what's not to love? We do already have this store pick that's a cash strength one, and we love this one so much, but I mean, when are we going to get it again?
Yeah.
So at 101 proof for us at $30 for a cigar blend, it's all the right buzzwords,
Yeah.
all the right pricing to immediately get a spot on our shelf.
Yeah. These two have been like sleeper brands for us this year.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I will continue to grab Casey Jones and Wheel Horse over and over.
If we can find them.
I know, right? All right. Cedar Ridge. And this is the cast strength.
Yeah, we tried this one for the first time last night. We've had people tell us, you got to get it. But we're starting to come around to some of the stuff that we constantly hear that we've just been, I mean, honestly had blinders on about. It is really solid for $35.
It is. We really enjoyed it last night.
Yeah, I describe it as what, like banana Laffy Taffy. There's like a little bit of like, what is that, Bananas Foster kind of flavor to it? A little vanilla, a little like kind of caramelly, like kind of like a whipped caramel.
Mm-hmm.
It's honestly really good.
It's really good. And this is coming out of Iowa,
Yeah.
which starts our first kind of like mission into our new, what would you call this? Project. Yeah. Our project of 2025, where we are taking all of these different brands throughout the US and we're starting with the Midwest. And this definitely is going to be a heavy hitter for the Midwest.
Yeah, so we're basically going to have all of these like independent craft distillers or like not necessarily well distributed brands kind of face off against each other. And then we're going to figure out what's the most underrated bottle in the US right now. I think it might be this, but that's only because it's one of the few that we've tried so far.
If we'll have enough of it.
Yeah.
Okay, so last month we got this as well. So this is Puncher's Chance. So this is the Distance. It's originally $40 a bottle.
$140, yeah.
And we picked it up at Foremost Acadia for $40. This is so good.
Yeah, so if you didn't watch our last video, it's $40 because it's on end of distribution right now.
Yeah.
So all of the distributors are trying to offload as much as possible. Our store bought like 4 cases of it. I mean, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if we buy a lot of those cases.
I know, it's so good.
We are almost done with the other one that we have already.
That's another one we shared as well.
Yeah, every time we bring it to bottle shares, it just immediately disappears. And as you can see, there's not a lot left.
Yeah.
So
it kind of has like that New Riff bottle look to it as well.
yeah, I could take her or leave it sometimes.
I think it looks cool, especially with the tiger.
I'm not going to circle back to my last comment from the
Okay.
previous video.
Anywho. All right.
And
So
then this one, some people are going to be triggered. Not American whiskey,
not American whiskey.
but we love it.
And we had a coupon at Binny's as well. So we were like, what are we going to buy?
So
Thank you.
this Redbreast cash strength, Binny's has done 2 like discounts this month, or I guess technically last month in January.
They're also trying to keep it wet.
Yeah, they are. They're trying to keep it wet during dry January.
Yeah.
Which is super enticing for those who have enough self-control to buy but not drink. But for those of us that just are willing to buy just because it's normally a lot more expensive, I mean, this is one that we enjoy. We try not to touch it that much because the price point's a little higher for what we're willing to spend on an Irish whiskey.
But it is so delicious. It is like vanilla cream in a bottle.
Vanilla cream and biscuits and like cereal grains.
Yeah,
like
shortbread.
a little bit of white pepper. It's honestly very good. Anytime we see people shopping at Binny's and they're like looking around for the Irish whiskey, as soon as they like their hand touches this, I'm like, get it.
It's delicious.
Get it.
Buy it.
Don't even think about it. Just grab it. So, I mean, honestly, this is the end of the lower tier.
This is the end. So should we wipe this and go to our higher end?
Wipe it all away.
And on to our mid-tier and high tier. So first up, we have Jimmy Redcorn 7-year.
Yeah, so this is a 7-year wheated whiskey. It's also 107 proof. Yep, 107 proof. I would compare this to Weller Antique meets a Buffalo Trace.
Yeah, I would agree with that. So normally this is $130, but currently in our market, it is $100 at Binny's.
Yeah, and that's actually what we have in our glasses right now.
It is delicious.
The nose is really nice. It's got like a lot of complexity to it. And like the red corn does create a lot of like cinnamon flavor, which is what gives it like the Buffalo Trace kind of background and undertone. But it still has like the roundness and the richness of a Weller Antique, which works incredibly well with the red corn. So I think that this just overall is one we've always looked at. We tried it once at the World of Whiskey event, and then we've kind of kept an eye on for a while. But now with like a $30 price drop, like,
yeah,
I mean, why not?
Yeah. And we also have it in our Whiskey glasses as well.
Yeah, so Whiskey was nice enough to send some glasses to us after they saw that we were interested in doing some reviews. So they sent us these awesome little Glencairns. They sent us a few, so we're going to put all of their products against like traditional Glencairns, little Glencairns, and the blackout Glencairns to see how their products just kind of stand up against it, what difference you see between each one of those. So if you're interested in finding the right glassware for you, stay tuned for a review coming pretty soon.
Yeah, and we have our link in the bio as well if you are interested in buying them. Currently, they have 25% off for Valentine's Day, so why not splurge a little bit?
Yeah, and they'll be giving us an exclusive discount code as well. If anyone's interested in buying just a ton of glassware for their home or a gift for a loved one. I mean, honestly, they make pretty cool stuff. We already have their decanters, so
yeah,
we're really excited that they sent us these glasses.
I know. I'm definitely buying more. So next up, I'm going to keep this going. We have Nashville Barrel Company, and this is their 7-year street bourbon whiskey.
Yeah, this is their small batch, I believe.
Yeah,
small batch 7-year. We tried to find more information about it, but kind of hit bedrock. This one is something that we don't really see in our market. It's honestly pretty damn good. I think we spent like 30-ish bucks for it. No, maybe more than that. No. For this one,
it was like 70.
Something like that.
Yeah, but we got it at Rockton.
Yeah.
Which is a super cool liquor store in Rockton, Illinois.
Yeah. Also, for those of you who went to Rockton, the owner reached out to us and he is overwhelmed by the popularity of his store. Thank you guys so much for going and checking him out and supporting a really cool store with a nice person. He is very, very thankful and appreciative. And we're also very happy to hear that all of our audience that has gone there has been nice, friendly, respectable, and just like buying a ton of cool stuff.
Yeah. And he has so many good store picks as well.
Yeah,
so like it's more of a reason to go back and like get more and more stuff.
Yeah, I know we'll be back at some point soon.
Yeah. Okay, so this one was on the hunt for a lot of bourbon hunters this month.
Yeah, at least here in Chicago. This is Horse Soldier 10-year Woodman store pick, ringing in at 66.4%. It is solid, very solid. We've also shared it a couple of times. As you can see, it's taken a pretty big dent. It's really good. I mean, I think this has to be Barton juice.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Like high proof Barton. Some people were saying it's like better than Stag. Some people were saying it's close to GTS. We think the truth is kind of somewhere in the middle. I don't think it's as good as GTS. I really don't think it's as good as GTS, but I do think it's like maybe a slight improvement on Stag. That's mostly because of the year.
Yeah.
Like
it's the amount of years that it's in the barrel. I think that adds up and gives it a lot more of like a robust flavor rather than getting like a 4-year Barton juice. Yeah,
absolutely. But we actually prefer this more than like the Calumet and those other releases. So if you can find picks like these in your market, like they're 100% a buy. They are about $100, a little bit higher up there, but absolutely worth it.
Yeah, so good. So this week we did an episode with Chi Spirits Guys, and we did it all on American single malts. And among them, we tried a few of them previously, but revisited Brother Justice, and it is just so good.
Okay, so full disclaimer, not everybody loves American single malts. We get it. It is an emerging category. There is a lot of stuff that's been out there for a while that's been in like the Wild West period for the category. Brother Justice is one of the brands that's absolutely doing it right.
It is so good.
We originally tried it at the single malt event at Binny's. It was something that we had zero expectations on, and it immediately blew us away.
Yeah.
If you like Hefeweizen beers, if you like Belgian triples, if you like
Old Forester whiskey or any of like the Brown Foreman kind
real
of flavors,
banana-y kind of flavor, this is delicious, absolutely delicious. You get like banana, you get cocoa, you get a cold peated process, which they're doing more like a cold brew coffee infusion.
I would say a pour over.
Yeah, for sure. But you get more of like the mossiness and not so much like the in-your-face fire. So it's like very, very subtle. And as two people that are pretty averse to like high like peat content, this is one that we absolutely love. And if it's not on your radar, it should be.
Oh yeah, 100%. Okay, moving on. So we actually had a very good month when it came to some hard to find
in general.
In general, because we're out, we're finding things, we're talking to people. But we picked up, and this is the Binny's pick for Weller Antique.
Yeah, you got a Binny's NCF here. Let's see if we can get the camera to zoom.
There you go.
All right,
guys.
So this is another non-chill filter pick from Binny's. We were lucky enough to try it already without having to open ours. It's very good.
Very, very tasty.
The city descended down like a swarm of locusts to try to grab it. And Jewel had one, Binny's had one. It seemed like they all came out at this point. Walmart had some picks too.
Yeah.
It was a pretty crazy month.
It was a wild month, especially for Buffalo Trace drops.
Yeah.
Insane. Okay, so this one is going to be, talk about this. This is all you.
So this is something that I feel like we maybe put it out into the universe. A long time ago, fell in love with Booker's through the pigskin batch.
When we first started getting into whiskey collecting.
Yeah, when we went from like just buying a bottle at a time to actually having a collection, this was sort of our gateway into like higher proof, higher quality, like a little bit higher price point, coincidentally. But this is one that recently on a live, I think we were like, that's one of our favorites. We're probably never going to get it again. It's so long gone. And then we saw somebody in one of our groups that was just like, hey, I have this. Is anyone looking for it? And I was like, cat, it's here. Like
this is our chance.
In like 3 days after we said it, we saw it posted. I was like, I gotta get it. We gotta get it, cat.
The universe was telling us we needed it.
Yeah, so we're gonna hold on to this one for a while because we definitely will never be able to find it again.
No.
But honestly, we got it for a good price.
I know. This one and the Kentucky Tea are two of my favorite Booker batches. So I'm excited to revisit it.
Most favorite, least touched.
Yeah.
Because we won't get it again.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Okay. So we also got this when we went back to Ira's. And we were filming for that. I'm going to move all the tags because it's cute. So this is actually a Jack Daniel's pick. It's a single barrel proof rye, which is a mouthful for me.
Jack Daniel's single barrel proof rye.
And it's actually coming from one of the Coy Hill warehouses.
Yeah, which kind of sent us down a rabbit hole of like, which ones are the Coy Hill barrel houses? How do you know? And for those that know, I'm not going to blow up all that information in the chat. Do your information research here. Amazing.
So good.
Delicious. One of the best Jack Daniel's picks that we've ever had.
I want to keep drinking it, but I keep stopping myself.
Yeah, we've already given one pour of this away to a good buddy of ours, but I think we're going to very quickly pump the brakes on it.
Yeah.
Although I think we have one more sample that's out in limbo that we owe for this.
Oh, I can't remember, but we'll revisit that at another time.
It's who we met yesterday. We met Bourbon Chronicles yesterday.
Bourbon Chronicles, yeah.
We just happened to run into them at one of the newest Binny's in the city.
Oddly enough, yeah.
Yeah, and then we just went on like an impromptu bourbon excursion with them.
Yeah.
It was a good time.
Him and his buddy Alex, which was super, super cool. I love showing people our local liquor stores just because I feel like people often forget our neighborhood.
Yeah.
But we have really cool things. So.
Yeah. And Alex, I know you watch our videos sometimes. If you're watching this, it was a pleasure to meet you. And thank you so much for supporting our channel.
Yeah. All right. Next up.
Oh, yeah.
Is just a standard Weller Foolproof, which is among one of our rainbows that we can never find.
Just a standard.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
We have a lot of store picks. We have a few.
Above us here, we have like 3 store picks that we keep just out of frame. but we don't have the regular one.
Yeah.
And now that has changed, and we have Rockton Spirits to thank for
We're
it.
just waiting for the single barrel. And I can complete my rainbow.
Yeah, and then the Barracuda and the Roadrunner.
Yeah, of course. Right.
For those that know, they know that reference.
So this has been a heavy Weller, Jack Daniels, and like bottom shelf month, but this was another one that we got Jack Daniels twice barrel.
Yeah, so when we said like a back of the closet find, this is what we were talking about.
Yeah.
One of the beanies that we go to just happened to find this sitting in a case somewhere in the back. And they were like, oh, we forgot we had this. Do you want one? And I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely.
We've always seen these when we go out bourbon hunting for like $400.
There's like two versions. One goes for like 300 and the other one goes for like 600, at least Vegas prices that we saw. I think that's the barrel proof one though.
Yeah.
But honestly, we love Jack Daniels. We originally hated the brand with a fiery passion, but we've really come around. We're super happy to have this in our collection. It'll earn a home right over here somewhere.
Yeah. All right. And for the
second to last item.
So we had the chance to actually buy an Old Fitz decanter. So this is the 11 year, the fall 2024.
Yeah.
We did a review for this and did a blind versus the 10 year spring 2024. So you have to watch it and figure out which one we liked best.
Yeah. And again, thank you again, Joseph, for grabbing that.
Yeah. Thank you, Joseph.
But not only for grabbing that.
Oh my gosh, she has been a gem this month.
And this is our last bottle of the month, which we thought was already gone.
Yeah. I thought this was gone for like a year.
Yeah. Well, not a year. It came out fairly recently, but we thought it was just gone in general. So this is the Journeyman Nevermore. It is their 13th anniversary whiskey. It is a blend of 13 years worth of products that they've released. It honestly is really cool. I'm terrified about opening this up.
Terrified.
So I'm going to brace the top of it with my hand here. Hopefully this camera can get it. It's so dark. Pretty dark. It's
there you go. I see it.
Yeah. So inside you have a decanter that's Edgar Allan Poe themed. So you have a nice raven. It's honestly really beautiful showpiece.
It is so cool.
You have an entire write-up for it over here. We thought it was just something that we were going to miss, and it makes a cool accent piece. You're probably going to see it right here behind us.
I would love to get like a bunch of Edgar Allan Poe books and just like stack it on top. If I like was super into all of those. I mean, I do like those stories. I'm going to stop talking now.
That would be a great opportunity to finally display our bourbon lore book.
That's true. Bourbon lore. That book is so cool.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. But this is one that for really on theme, really on brand. The price was also $113.13. So nevermore. It is awesome. We're gonna crack it open very soon.
Yeah.
But this was a very unexpected, pretty expensive month.
I'm gonna say we will be better next month, but I know that we will not be.
I am gonna put my foot down for once. Normally I'm the problem. I am going to be the advocate for turning this around because this is fun, but also like these are supposed to be the months that we recover from allocation season. So if you see anything over like 5 bottles in our next month's haul, please shame us publicly. If you see us in public, be like, what happened? I thought you were going to be better.
Oh, no. All right. So for February, it's a short month too. Less time to bourbon hunt. So
fewer checks.
Yeah. Until next time, thank you for watching.